Are you feeling okay? You look a little pale.
Wednesday always looks half dead.
Same.
Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about Netflix's Wednesday, and I'm sure whether or not you wanted to, you've heard about Wednesday. I actually created a couple shorts myself, but it's nearly impossible to scroll through your feed now and not see some little girl dancing to the Wednesday dance. It is what it is.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
So I'm going to make this spoiler free as much as possible. If you want absolutely no information and you want to go into it blind, please watch the series and come back and give me your opinion on what you think the show was like. The reason I'm doing this is actually because a few months ago I put up a video about Louise Guzman. And before anything was even seen about the show, people were insulting him.
Rude.
I'm like, let's give him a chance, let's see how he acts, and we'll go from there. The fact is, hardly any other Addams family is portrayed in this series because Wednesday is actually sent off to Nevermore Academy for her to study there because she's been kicked out of so many, normie schools for doing crazy Addams family things. So Nevermore Academy is fun. They have a lot of people who happen to be vampires and werewolves.
Turn that off. This is your final warning. Ah! Don't mess with me. This kitty's got claws and I'm not afraid to use them.
So that was interesting, that was fun, and it fits in the Addams Family universe. So having said that, I stand by my word. Louise Guzman did a fine job, and actually he really matches the original cartoon, the original comic of Gomez. Honestly, the only Addams Family character that just didn't seem right to me was Morticia, played by Zeta-Jones. Nothing against her, and she might have just been acting the way the director or Tim Burton wanted her to act. And there is something else that kind of bothered me. It's the relationship between Wednesday and Morticia. It's more about the disrespect Wednesday shows her own mother.
Look at you, my little death trap.
I love it. I love that name.
Why didn't you boys wait in the car?
Carl.
Wednesday and I need a moment.
It's so sweet.
I will escape this educational penitentiary.
You're a brilliant girl, Wednesday, but sometimes you get in your own way.
Morticia gives a special gift to Wednesday, showing the W and M in the pendant.
It's a symbol of our connection.
Which one of your spirits suggested this toe curling tchotchke?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no is right. So obviously that hurt Morticia, and Wednesday says, I'll never be like you, I'll never fall in love, be a housewife, have a family, and then Morticia says, I heard girls your age say hurtful things, I shouldn't take it to heart.
Fortunately, you don't have one.
Finally, a kind word for your mother.
Awkward.
So I understand this is a different world, a different universe. It just kind of made me mad how disrespectful Wednesday was.
My little scorpion won't be alone.
Made me mad, but hey, this is how we got Thing. He's come to keep an eye on her, or keep something on her. He has no eyes. We don't question too much in this world. Did get to see things, so that was fun. And to be honest, this turned out to be more for younger adults to me. This is really more for teenagers. In my opinion, I was expecting something a little more mature.
Real mature, guys. Real mature.
Because I heard about how it's darker than the typical Addams Family, universe was, which it's darker, I suppose, but it wasn't even as dark as Stranger Things. Like Stranger Things has darker elements than Wednesday. I guess I was expecting something a little different, and I didn't think it was going to be a sleuth show.
I just solved it!
Like I didn't know she was going to go all Nancy Drew on everybody, so that's basically what it's about. It's kind of funny because she just kind of keeps pointing fingers at people until she gets it right. It's like, you did it. No, okay, well, then you did it. Oh, no, okay, well, then you did it. And it's kind of, okay, well, that got a little boring after a while. And there were a few episodes that kind of dragged on to me. Episode where they talk about Goody Addams, which is Wednesday's ancestor, which I understand. I understand you got to talk about it because you got to set up a backstory. I just kind of zoned out.
I'm just zoning out.
But the cinematography is beautiful, I will say that. It's really in contrast to Wednesday's dark demeanor, her dark attitude, her dark clothes. Her roommate is really bright and colorful and cheery, colored hair, so that was a fun concept. And the casting's really great. A lot of great actors and actresses. I was really excited to see Gwendoline Christie play Principal Weems. She actually played Brienne of Tarth in Game of Thrones. I always liked her, and so I was excited to see her here.
You're Lord Selwyn Tarth's daughter.
Fred Armisen plays Uncle Fester. That was really fun to see. Finally, another Addams Family member in this series. And I love Fred Armisen, I always have. So seeing him play Uncle Fester, I thought that was really great. So it's kind of goofy. I mean, it's kind of campy, which is fine. I do camp.
This is my boomstick. S-Mart's top of the line. You can find this in the sporting goods department. Shop smart. Shop S-Mart. You got that?
It is still Addams Family, and obviously it's targeted to younger kids, so it probably fits that demographic a little better, that you had some lightheartedness to it. And the younger actors, they did a great job at their roles. I really don't have much to say negative about this series.
I don't love it. I don't hate it.
It's not really my thing.
And I think, well, maybe if I rewatch the first season, maybe if I watch it again, I'll enjoy it more. But having said that, I just don't want to, and I'm really sorry. And there's going to be some really, angry people that are watching this that are totally disagreeing with me, and that's fine, because there are some shows and movies that I love that you probably hate.
A little baby sass.
And they probably aren't, Academy Award winning series or films, but I love them anyway.
Movies, I like to watch movies.
And I don't hate this series. Will I watch the second season? The trailers would have to really convince me to watch another season. I want to see Cousin It. That would be interesting. But it was enjoyable enough. Like I said, if you go into it knowing it's going to be a little campy, which obviously it's the Addams Family, you should expect camp.
I think Miss Trivia's a swinger.
But it's mostly for teenagers. That's how I see it. That's how I perceived it. And I will say I love that they included Christina Ricci, who obviously played Wednesday Addams in the 90s movies.
Wednesday, play with your food.
So it's worth the watch. There's only 8 episodes, so sit back and enjoy it and give me your opinion on it. I know adults who like it, so I'm not saying it's a kid's show. There is death and murder. It's a murder mystery, basically. Wednesday is trying to find out who is killing people around the academy.
The score is even.
That first point was clearly beginner's luck.
For the final point, I would like to invoke a military challenge. No masks, no tips. Winner draws first blood.
They drew first blood, not you. They drew first blood.
It's your decision, Bianca.
Let's see if you bleed in black and white.
Maybe I missed something. Give me your interpretation of the series. So I really appreciate you watching this video. Have a good day. Bye.